On House and Home this evening, Chef Teresa bakes a chocolate treat on the GFI Baking with Flame segment. We talk electricity on the PNG Power segment with Lester. Trends share a secret on how you can give yourself a facial lift with the use of microdermabrasion. Fire services are back with more fire safety advice. And Bill Neal showcases another great product you can find at a Brian Bell store closest to you. A wonderful evening to you all, and thanks for your company on House and Home. I trust everyone celebrated Mother's Day in their own special way. As I mentioned last week, mothers should be appreciated for all that they do, not just one day a year, but every day. And to all that have won prizes from Brian Bell and from Nivea in the Nivea Visage Mother's Day special promotion, congratulations. Well, Chef Teresa is over in the kitchen prepping for the GFI Baking with Flame segment, but before we cross over to her, here's a question for you. How much do you know about chocolate? I know many of us love to eat the sweet treat, and also it's good to know some facts about this wonderful delicacy that simply melts in your mouth. For instance, did you know it takes 400 cocoa beans to produce just 1 pound of chocolate? 1 pound would roughly be equivalent to 450 grams. And the largest chocolate bar ever made weighed 5,000 pounds. That was made in Italy back in 2000. Chocolate was first consumed as a beverage by the Mayan Indians from southern Mexico. But even before people began brewing cocoa, the beans were used as currency. Now, cocoa beans in its natural state taste quite bitter, and in fact, the term chocolate originated from the Aztec word exocolat, which actually means bitter water. Chocolate literally is the food for the gods. The cocoa beans that are harvested come from a tree species with a genus name of Theobroma, which translates to food of the gods. Now let's join Chef Teresa in our House and Home kitchen baking some choc cream biscuits, and I'll see you later with some more food for thought on chocolate.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome back to another GFI Flame Flour Baking segment. Alright, our recipe for tonight is chocolate cream biscuit, and here we have, I've already mixed the custard sugar and the butter, so I'll keep mixing until the butter and the custard sugar turns into a nice and creamy paste. So this is, right now I'm mixing custard sugar and the butter. Okay, now let's add in the whole egg, 1 whole egg. Keep mixing, stirring until the custard sugar and butter mix properly. Okay, now let's add in the plain flour. Let's add in the cocoa powder, baking powder. Now mix the first ingredients first. Alright, now let's add in the vanilla essence. Okay, lastly we'll add in the milk. Just pour it bit by bit. Mix the ingredients up. Our mixture for the chocolate cream biscuit is ready. Now I've set the tray to bake the cookies or the biscuit. With the extra flour, just dust on the bench, just like that. Now just scrape down the mixture on the bench. Sprinkle a little bit of flour on the top. Press it down like that. If you feel that the mixture is too wet, then you can put more flour on it to make it a bit dry a bit. Not too dry, not too wet, but to the consistency of the mixture. Okay, that's it. Now with your hands, you can use your hands to roll up the cookies or portion up the cookies. Or if you have a cutter at home, you can use the cutter using different shapes like heart shape or any other shapes to make up your cookies. So you can just use your hands to roll it up like this. Just like that. That's one portion. Put it on the baking tray. Make sure you rub flour on your hands so it does not stick to your hand. Alright viewers, why I choose flame flour is because it's easy to prepare and it gives you energy all day long. So that's why I choose flame flour. So right now I'm using the plain flour to do the chocolate cream biscuit. Alright, that's one portion. As I have said, if you have a cutter, you can cut out different shapes. Alright viewers, our baking time for the chocolate cream biscuit is 180 degrees Celsius and it will cook for 18 to 20 minutes. Alright viewers, this is how your finished product will look like, chocolate cream biscuit. After removing from the oven, make sure you cool the cookies off or the biscuits off, and then you can serve them with chocolate cream. So now it's already been cooled off. You can put the chocolate cream inside between the two cookies like that. Put them on the plate. Alright viewers, this is how your chocolate cream biscuit will look like after baking. You can also use vanilla cream if you want, or otherwise it's the chocolate cream that has to go with the chocolate biscuit. Alright viewers, hope you have enjoyed the recipe tonight, and I'm sure you have write down the ingredients and the method of this recipe so you can try it out anytime with your families at home. Alright viewers, thank you for watching tonight's program, and we'll see you same time next week on House and Home. Remember, flame flour can cook in kind way.
Flame flour cooking kind way.
That looks simply heavenly, and I have no doubt whatsoever they would taste just as heavenly. Thank you again, Chef Teresa. You made that look easy to make, and I'm certain you would have inspired many to try their hand in baking up some choc cream biscuits of their own. Now a little more facts on chocolate as promised. The first bar of chocolate was produced by Cadbury in England in 1842. It is a natural form of antidepressant. It produces serotonin, which is a chemical compound known as the happy chemical that elevates the mood. Now that's a happy, fun chocolate fact to know. Chocolate, especially the dark variety, is rich in antioxidants, which can reduce the risk of heart diseases and cancer, but only if taken in moderation. White chocolate has no caffeine. In fact, white chocolate isn't chocolate at all. White chocolate is based on fat, which is vegetable oil or cocoa butter, and sugar without any cocoa solids. Now my last fact on chocolates that I want to share with you is that though chocolate is great to eat, it is harmful to dogs and cats. It can make them sick. The theobromine in chocolate is a stimulant that is hazardous to dogs and other animals, which means no tasting for your furry friend and more chocolate for you. Now after the break, Lester joins us for the PNG Power segment.
Tremendously fine, particularly in Port Moresby. The weather was a little bit sunny, but in Mount Hagen, it's always been cold ever since.
Don't play with power. It can kill.
Good evening viewers, and welcome to another episode of PNG Power. Our topic for tonight is based on safety with electricity within your homes and offices. It is important that you, as the consumer of electricity supplied by PNG Power, know how to identify danger with the electrical appliance that you use and electrical connections to your homes and offices. Electrical appliances, plugs, and cables that are old or poorly wired can be a real danger. Just because there's no flame does not mean there's no fire risk. I will explain to you what you should check for to ensure your appliances don't put you, your family, or your work colleagues at risk from fire or electrical shocks. There are particular danger signs to look out for on all electrical items that you have around your home or office. If you think something needs fixing or changing, do it straight away. It is your responsibility to look after your electrical appliances. Some of the electrical items that you need to look out for are plugs and sockets, cables and leads, appliances and fuses. Keep an eye out for some of these problems on plugs and sockets. Hot plugs or sockets, scorch marks, fuses that open blow, or flickering lights. These are all signs of loose wiring or electrical problems. Badly wired plugs. Any colored wires sticking out could come loose and debris could also get into the plug. Overloaded sockets. Plugging too many electrical appliances into one socket can lead to overheating. Overheating leads to burning of appliances and causing possible fires. Use sockets safely. It's better to use a bar adapter on a lead, also called a multi-board, than a block adapter. Check cables and wires to see if they are frayed and damaged. Make sure the outer covering of the power leads is in good condition and replace if necessary. Check cables and wirings if they are badly positioned. They shouldn't be anywhere that they could be tripped over or near water, cookers, or other sources of heat. Tape any lead that runs through a walkway to avoid tripping in offices. Run under rugs or carpets they can wear through without anyone noticing. Put them elsewhere. For electrical appliances, never get them wet. This includes plugs and sockets, so don't put a vase of flowers on top of the TV. Never leave them on at night unless they are designed to be left on like freezers. Never put anything in the microwave that is made of metal or has a metallic finish or parts. When you're fitting or replacing a fuse, it's important to use the right fuse for the appliance to make sure it doesn't overheat. Check the user manual or look for a sticker on the appliance to find out the wattage and then use the correct fuse. In the event that there is an electrical fire, never use water to put out the fire. Use a recommended fire extinguisher, or if it is safe, pull the plug out or switch off the power at the fuse box. Sometimes this can stop the fire immediately. Don't take any risks with your safety. Get out, stay out. We will now speak with Team Leader for Inspectors James Panau, who will explain more on the importance of having your homes and offices checked.
All the electrical work is done within the requirements of the electrical standards. And we try to ensure that everyone, all the electrical contracting companies, electrical personals, and everyone that is coming into the country to do electrical work, they comply with the standards that is set under the Electricity Industry Act. Okay, the electrical standards that the code that is being practiced in Papua New Guinea has been adopted from Australian New Zealand standards, and that is the standards that is being practiced in Papua New Guinea. And those wirings that were done in the early days were within those standards, but due to changes that are coming up, we try to adopt to the changes and the change of standards that is being reviewed through the wiring rules. Electrical wirings that has been done in the early stages were wirings that were also inspected. We have electrical inspectors that go about checking all the electrical work that is carried out, and they certify those electrical wirings before it is being put to use by the users. So the electrical wirings or installations that are in the old buildings wiring that have been certified by electrical inspectors. And due to the duration of year spent, and we see some of those electrical wirings need to be rechecked again, inspected again to bring it up to the standard that is still safe for use. We try to encourage electrical consumers, if they see that there's need of a repair or they have some faults in the house, they can report that to our inspector's office, and the inspectors will go out and carry safety inspections to ensure that all the electrical work and all the, example, the power points, the lights being used in the house are still safe to be used. So we do conduct electrical safety inspections. Mostly due to the inspections team not fully manned, we only go out when requested. So, but otherwise we usually go out and do periodic checks at our own schedules. Otherwise, when requested, we do go and check business houses. To engage an electrical contractor, you need to engage someone who has a license, an electrical contracting license, to be able to do electrical work in any premises, because electrical work is an area where it is licensed just like a driver on the street. It requires standards that need to be abided by. And if you're trying to engage a licensed electrical contractor, he must have a license. Ask him to produce that. And if you are not satisfied, you can refer to our office, Regulatory Services Group Office, to confirm whether he is, or that contractor has been certified to operate as a contracting company. And if they come around, you still want to further check the personal qualifications of the person conducting the electrical work, you can even ask him to produce his electrician's license. So there are two different licenses. To operate as a business, the company must have an electrical contracting license, and the person conducting the work must have an electrician's license. Power boards have protections that protect the circuits. Example, we have a switch at the power board. It is rated, that there is a voltage rated and a current that protection will protect the circuit. For example, we have a power point, and it feeds back to that protection. We call it a circuit breaker. And if someone is plugging an item into the power points, and we decided to add some more pins on, that circuit, from the circuit breaker at the power board, the wire that runs to the power point that we are plugging the item, they're all rated. The cable is sized to the breaker that it protects. So if we are deciding to add on too many things, plug on an adapter and plug on whatever items we are using, the more we plug on, we are loading. Just like you give a little boy, probably is carrying one little bag, and then you put on his shoulder another bag, and then you keep putting another bag. Eventually he cannot carry, and he'll probably fall dead. So that is exactly what we are doing when we put additional things onto the power points that we supposed not to. and that wire that runs between the protection at the power board and the power point will eventually give way. You know, it will heat up. It will heat up, and that causes hazard or cause fire.
Anyone wishing to find out more about safety with electricity in your homes or offices, you can email corporate_relations@pngpower.com.pg. Well, I hope these important safety messages have made you more aware. So after this show, make a quick check to see if any of the things I've mentioned earlier do not exist where you live or work. Do join us again for another PNG Power segment in a fortnight, and please live safely with electricity.
Particularly, the weather has been tremendously fine. Particularly in Port Moresby, the weather was a little bit sunny, but in Mount Hagen, you know, it's always been cold ever since.
Don't play with power. It can kill.
After the break, need a facelift? Join us for the trend segment.
Basically, microdermabrasion, it's an exfoliating machine that removes the outer layer of the skin, and it uses crystals and diamonds and bristle tips to remove the outer layer of the skin, which is the dead skin cells. So it's basically it will first session, you can notice it will lighten the skin. So to even out the pigmentations, the discoloration, the skin tone. Actually, for the regular treatment that we do is, first we have to clean the client's face. So if they're wearing heavy makeups, first we apply the soothing makeup remover just to remove the traces of foundations or makeups. And after that, we're using Dermalogica product, and for Dermalogica, we usually do a double cleanse. So aside from the first is to remove the makeup, and we will do a second cleanse to thoroughly remove traces of dirt from the skin. And after that, they're gonna do a manual exfoliation, wherein they're gonna use the daily microfoliant. It depends. So if the client's the type of skin is just normal, so we'll just use the daily microfoliant. But if the client's skin type is more on dry and dehydrated, then we use the multivitamin exfoliant. And if it's too oily skin, we use the skin prep scrub. And for prone to acne or breakouts, pimples like that, then we use the Medibac exfoliating treatment. So that's basically we use. So it really depends on the client's skin type. And after the exfoliation, that's the time, after we clean the face, that's the time they use the machine to thoroughly exfoliate and to remove the dead skin cells, and also to unclog the pores, to open up the pores. So basically that's the main reason why we have to do that. And after the machine, they do the massage, facial massage. That's to increase blood circulation and for oxygen, to give more oxygen to the facial skin. And after the massage, they're going to put the mask. So the mask it depends also for your skin type. If it's too oily, then we use plankton mask. And if it's dehydrated or dry type of skin, we use the multivitamin power recovery mask. And for the normal skin, we'll just use the plankton mask. So it depends on their skin type. So we leave the must for 20 minutes, and after that they will remove it and put the moisturizer. And after the moisturizer, eye cream, and then the sunblock. The steam is just to open up the pores so that it's easy to remove impurities. Actually, if you want to maintain a smoother and softer skin, so because our skin actually it regenerates after 30 days. So basically, we recommend at least you do it weekly sessions, or you can do it twice a month, so every after 2 weeks, because that's the time where the new cell will regenerate, so it will thicken again the skin, and dead skin build up also will build up. So that's why you need to exfoliate again, just to maintain a smoother and softer type of skin. Actually, the machine itself, it will help to treat pimple scar. That's why we recommend microdermabrasion, because sometimes it leaves a dark spot, so it's good to exfoliate that one so that it can lighten. And our clients actually their feedback, they like it, because first session they can notice changes already in their skin because it lightens.
A big thank you to the ladies, Karen and Angelina at the Grand Spa. If you'd like more information on the microdermabrasion, please don't hesitate to contact our friends over at Trends. After the break, P&G Fire Services talk on using candles safely and avoiding unwanted accidents.
Good night, viewers. Welcome to another segment of Fire Talk. In this session, we will be talking about candle safety. On average, a candle fire in the home is reported to P&G Fire Service every 40 minutes. More than 1/3 of home candle fires start in the bedroom. More than half of all candle fires start when things that can burn are too close to the candle. Candles may be pretty to look at, but they are a cause of home fires and even home fire deaths. Burning candle is an open flame, which means that it can easily ignite anything that can burn. Here are tips on handling candles safely. P&G Fire Service recommends that have flashlights and battery-powered lighting ready to use during a power outage. Never use candles. If you do burn candles, make sure that you use candle holders that are steady and won't tip over easily. Put candle holders on a steady, neat surface. Light candles carefully. Keep your hair and any loose clothing away from the flame. Don't burn a candle all the way down. Put it out before it gets too close to the holder or container. Never use a candle if oxygen is used in the home. Blow out all candles when you leave the room or go to bed. Keep candles at least 12 inches away from anything that can burn. Avoid the use of candles in bedrooms and other areas where people may fall asleep. Never leave a child or your pet alone in a room with a burning candle. Keep mattresses and lighters up high and out of children's reach in a locked cabinet. For any information regarding the content of this topic, call 110. I am Inspector Simon Zagipa, and remember, firefighting starts with you. Prevention is better than curing. Good night.
After the break, we head over to Brian Bell for a heads up on their great products.
Hey, hey, Mr. B.
Good evening and welcome to another Brian Bell segment on House and Home. I'm Bill Neal. Tonight's segment is specifically on weights training equipment, products that Brian Bell can supply you to assist you with your training. Now I'll also touch on a few different cardiovascular products, cardiovascular being exercises that help you burn fat, exercises that build your aerobic energy system. Now to help me showcase these products to you tonight is Mr. Peter Dye. Peter Dye is a Papua New Guinean bodybuilder. Last year, 2011, he won gold in the 85 kilogram category at the national champs. On the back of that, he represented our country in New Caledonia last year. This year, he'll be currently going to the National Games in Rabaul. So I think it's pretty obvious that this guy knows about good gym products. Now, apart from showing you all the equipment tonight, I want to explain to you through Peter's examples why you can save money by owning your own personal gym set. Now Peter will show you a variety of exercises to do with dumbbells, and I'll talk a little bit about a range of other products that can assist you in your training, and of course the cardio machine. Dumbbells are a very versatile product. Peter will show you just how versatile they are when he does the 10 most popular dumbbell exercises ever. Now these exercises, as you'll see, work your upper and your lower body. They're so versatile. Even with our technological advances in sporting equipment, they will still have a place for these in the gym. Number 1, dumbbell bench press. Although it does require you to have access to a flat bench, it remains one of the best ways to target your pectoral muscles, which is your chest, your triceps, as well as your front deltoids, your shoulders. If you have access to a reclining and declining bench, then you'll be able to modify the exercise to perform the incline and decline bench press. The incline helps target your upper region of the pectoral, while the decline helps you target the lower levels of your chest muscles. Number 2, the alternated biceps curl. The alternated biceps curl is another classic dumbbell exercise. Although there are many variations of this basic exercise, the main benefit will remain in strengthening your bicep muscles and to a degree your forearms. Changing the grip allows you to perform the hammer variation, and by halving the range of your motion, you get the concentrated variation. Number 3, the shoulder press. You can do this sitting down back against the wall or standing up. Your deltoid muscles are the main target area, but they will definitely need help from your triceps, making this an excellent upper body exercise. Number 4, triceps kickback. The triceps kickback exercise is to triceps what the biceps curl is to biceps. You will need a flat bench to perform this exercise. Number 5, the kneeling one-arm row. The kneeling one-arm row is probably the best back exercise one can do using a dumbbell. The action of putting your knee and your hand on a flat bench will make targeting your middle muscles very comfortable and effective. Number 6, lateral raise. The lateral raise is the best way to specifically target your shoulder muscles. Number 7, lying fly. The lying fly dumbbell exercise will also require you to have access to a flat bench, but this will allow you to put greater emphasis on strengthening your pectoral muscles. Number 8, upright row. The upright row exercise works the upper back muscles, or trapezius to be specific. Number 9, stationary lunge. The stationary lunge is an easy to perform leg exercise that is exceptionally good at targeting the muscles located in your lower body, your quadriceps, glutes and calves. And a lot of athletes spanning the entire sporting spectrum use it religiously. Number 10, toe raise. This last exercise on the list is the one that targets the muscles located in the lower part of your legs, your calves or your calf muscles. You can accomplish a lot with just dumbbells. Now obviously you're going to need a bench for some of those exercises, but don't fret, Brian Bell has a wide range of them in stock. Now all these gym equipments that you can now see, you can get all of that in one nice neat package, and that is the gym station. Now the benefit of a gym station is you can work out in your own home, in the garage, wherever you please. Gym stations have pulleys that are designed into them, and these are safety mechanisms, so you can exert yourself to the fullest. Now, Peter, why do you like using gym stations?
Because of the range and variation.
Range and variation, great call, mate, great call. Well, you guys keep working out. I'm absolutely exhausted, as you can see by my sweating shirt. I'm going to get some water. Be right back. We have all the related products to your gym station, so you can enjoy your fitness experience at the gym or at home. Now here's some other products that will help you with your fitness regime. Cones, skipping ropes, ankle weights for the conscientious trainers, wrist straps to assist with boxing, medicine balls, sit-up chairs and exercise balls for core body exercises targeting your abs and your back, skipping ropes, push-up grips, and whatever else you might need to assist you in your training programs. Now, I did say that I would touch on cardio products. Cardio products such as this E-Glide, which you can get at obviously any good Brian Bell outlet, are products that raise your heart rate. Now, our bodies, face it, they were meant to move, and in order to make your body stronger and healthier, you need to move it. This cardio machine right here, the E-Glide, is perfect for that. Not only can you exercise in the privacy of your own home and go as hard and as often as you'd like, but it is very good quality and it will last for a very long time. So get down to your nearest Brian Bell outlet, check it out. The Glide Cycle Spirit is an example of the range of machines we have similar to this. Example E-Glide Spirit, or the XE220, it involves the same range of movements that a bicycle machine or a treadmill has, combining these two movements to give a full body workout. The display unit gives useful feedback whilst the design considers your safety. Your standard stationary bicycle can give you the 30 minutes of play that you need a day. Now, you incorporate this with healthy eating, healthy sleeping, a holistic approach, and then you'll be able to boost your well-being. Now, come down and check the great products at Brian Bell because they're quality products from brand names that you know, such as York Fitness, E-Glide, Zurich, other dumbbells. So without further to say, stay fit, get healthy, and remember, great products, great prices, that's Brian Bell. See you all next week.
Best price, best quality, guaranteed at Brian Bell.
Right on, Mr. B.
Thanks, Bill. Getting fit and healthy is the in thing today. If you haven't made it your personal agenda for the year, I strongly suggest that you do so. Also take note that Brian Bell are open on the weekends as well, both Saturday and Sunday, and they stay open until 3 p.m. So take time out and head over to Brian Bell. You never know, you may also just find something you've been looking around for a while on their shelves. Well, we'll go for a short break, but we'll see you on the other side. Welcome back. We've pretty much come to the end of the show, but before I leave you, let me share with you some of the best air purifying houseplants that you should have in and around your home, starting off with my favorite, the bamboo palm. It removes formaldehyde, a toxic organic compound, and is also said to act as a natural humidifier. Snake plant, it absorbs nitrogen oxides and formaldehyde. Areca palm, one of the best air purifying plants for the general air cleanliness. Spider plants, great indoor plant for removing carbon monoxide and other toxins or impurities. Spider plants are one of 3 plants NASA deems best at removing formaldehyde from the air. Peace lily, peace lilies could be called the clean oil. They're often placed in bathrooms or laundry rooms because they're known for removing mold spores, also known to remove formaldehyde and trichloroethylene. Gerbera daisy, not only do these gorgeous flowers remove benzene from the air, they're known to improve sleep by absorbing carbon dioxide and giving off more oxygen overnight. Overall, it's great to have plants and trees in your yard, but keep a good balance so you can get in some sun to dry up the wet earth left behind by the rain. Well, this is all we have time for on House and Home this evening. On the show next week, Chef Teresa bakes a banana tea cake on the GFI Baking with Flame segment. It's more focus and fitness and health as Dr. Ambi talks on exercise and mental health. And Bill Neal showcases another great product you can find at a Brian Bell store closest to you. This is where we'll part, hoping you can join us again next week. From the House and Home crew and myself, here's wishing you all a very pleasant working week. Good night.